the FIBA World Cup 2023. This is a Group B game between Montenegro and Hungary. Here's a look at the standings at the moment. The standings are important in this round one, as France are at the top there. Montenegro are second. Both are playing today at the same time in just 10 minutes time, and both can see themselves through to the second round in these scenarios. If France win, they go through regardless. France could lose to Portugal, which does seem unlikely, but you never know. And if they do, they can still go through to the second round if Montenegro win. And if Montenegro win today, they qualify, but only if France also beat Portugal. We will be keeping an eye on that game and giving you updates throughout the game. So we take a look at the players being introduced. It's Hungary first. Number 20, Zoltan Pearl. 26-year-old, has been a massive spark off the bench for Hungary. 14 points in 27 minutes with 4 rebounds, 7 assists in the last game against Montenegro, in which Hungary did come up short in their home court, and they now travel to Montenegro. They are the visitors. Here are the home team, being led out by Justin Cobbs, and number 3 there, Vladimir Mihailovic. Well, you can expect some exciting play from him. So far in the 3 games in these FIBA World Cup qualifiers 2023, he's got 66 points, 70% from the three-point line. He's been on fire, 14 of 20, number 1 in the entire competition. Proves to be an exciting matchup between these two. It was a 16-point game in favor of Montenegro last time. We'll see what happens this time. But first, the national anthem of Hungary. And now the home team of Montenegro. Well, the arena here is packed, the BMAX arena, and you can hear everyone singing loud and proud for Montenegro. Proves to be an exciting game, officiated by 3 great officials. And it might prove hard to hear their whistles in this environment, as both teams will be up for this one. Just a few more minutes now before tip-off. Teams get their last layup lines up and running. The last time these two teams played each other was just on Thursday in Hungary. Hungary lost that one by 16. Some notable stats from that game. Hungary had 17 turnovers. Montenegro had just 9, but not only did they have the 17 turnovers, Montenegro took 26 points off of those turnovers as well. So Hungary need to look to really take care of the ball. And here are the starting 5 who are going to hopefully get their team off to a good start. Hopkins, Allen, Vojvoda. Ferenc had a good game against Montenegro last time. And there you have the bench as well. David Vojvoda in that last game too was 11 points and 3 assists, just 1 of 7 though from 3. They're going to look, Coach Stoyan Ivkovic is going to look for him to shoot a little bit better today if he's hoping to get his team over the line in this one. Interestingly, Coach Ivkovic, an assistant coach of Montenegro previously, now head coach of this team right here. Sorry, an assistant coach of Montenegro. Now, here is the Montenegrin lineup for the starting 5. Justin Cobbs, Radoncic, Dublevic, Spasijovic and Popovic. Dublevic again having a monster game when these two teams met up last time. Almost a triple-double. He had 19 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 to watch out for. And as ever, Justin Cobbs, dynamic point guard, scoring point guard, is one to look out for as well. Coach Bosko Radovic, previously an assistant on this team, now taken over as head coach. Just looking to give their team a last few words of wisdom before they take the court. If you are just tuning in, you are joining us in Montenegro. Local time is 6 p.m. A really important game between these two. Montenegro looking for a win that could take them through to the second round here in the FIBA European World Cup qualifiers. They have to beat Hungary to do so, and they also rely on France beating Portugal, which is a game that is happening at exactly this same time. We will keep you updated with the scores there as well. Proves to be a good one. Let's get comfy and let's get ready. Tip-off won by Hungary. That's Hopkins for 3 at the top, is long. Cobbs with the rebound. Looking straight inside to Dublevic. Looks like Montenegro are really going to push the ball inside here. Dublevic having a really good game last time against Hungary. Also scoring 40 points in the paint as a team compared to Hungary's 24. So we can look for them again to try and go inside. This time, not successful. They will keep looking to exploit the paint, I expect. Ball controlled at the point. Pressure all over, but handles it well to the right-hand side. Cobbs takes the ball screen from Dublevic. Kicks out. Just 9 to shoot. Back to Cobbs. Kicks out for the 3. Is long. Comes down in the hands of Hungary, who look to make it 4-0, but is denied at the rim. Strong attack on the right-hand side. Popovic for 2. Ties the game. Nearly 2 minutes gone in this first quarter. Ten to shoot for Hungary. Hopkins again. Short again from Hopkins. Controlled by Montenegro. Dublevic for 3. He didn't miss a lot of those in the last game against Hungary. 3 of 4. Misses that one short. That ball screen again. Kick out to the lift. And the drive from Vojvoda is fouled by Mihailovic, and he'll go to the line for 2. Great spacing from Hungary. Good lift on the weak side, and attacking the long closeout makes the first. Allen puts his team up by 1, now by 2. Cobbs back to Dublevic. Turns it over. Hungary a chance to add to their lead early here in the first. They're looking inside here to Hopkins. Can't get anything. Kicks it back out for 3. Rims in and out. And rebound to Montenegro. Cobbs wanted it a little early there. Wanted a fast break. We'll slow it down now. Into Dublevic, who's double teamed. Back in, 8 to shoot. That's a smart kick back out to Cobbs, who's fouled on the 3. A good heads-up play. Dublevic knows any time that ball goes inside, he's seeing 2 defenders. Quick touch pass back out. Vojvoda totally turning his back on Cobbs there. Lost him altogether. Was more worried about Dublevic on the block. Gives Cobbs a chance at 3 foul shots. Makes the first. Amid screams from the home team crowd. Can't make the second. Can still tie it with this one. And he does just that. Just under 7 minutes played. It's tied at 4. Nice drive to the right-hand side. Vojvoda high off the glass for 2. There's a foul inside on Dublovic. I think it'll go on Keller. Let's take a look at it again. Tries to get through the flex screen there. Fouls in the process. Reset to 14 and a baseline ball. Cobbs into Dublovic. Takes the ball screen. Popovic with the step back is short. Into the hands of Hungary. And an easy floater for Vojvoda. No one came to help him. He's now got 4 points personal. Nice pick and roll action. Dublovic kicks it to the corner. Cobbs wide open at the point. Maybe should have taken his shot. Good hands by Hungary. They get the ball back with a 4-point lead. And that's a pull-up from 2 is short. Cobbs with a burst of speed to the right-hand side and 1 finishes over Keller. Just lured him to sleep a little bit there and puts on the burners. Uses his body and the basket to protect the ball. Keller can't do anything about it but foul. Soft kiss off the glass. What a move by Justin Cobbs. Converts the 3-point play. Cobbs now with 5 points. All but 1 basket, sorry, for his team. Good hands. Out on the break here. Popovic can't finish. Hungary will look to slow it down with Zoltan Pearl. 10 to shoot. Pull up from 3 is good for Varadi. Hungary stay with the lead, 11 to 7. Nice fake by Dublovic down the lane, just a little too strong off the back iron. Popovic fouls. Smart foul to stop the break. He was going to get beat there. Well, in contrast to the game on Thursday night, Hungary have led all the way in this one. The moment up by 4. Nice spin move to the baseline, but off the mark. Cobbs with the ball on the left-hand side for Montenegro. Looking to get it inside again. In the zone this time, Hungary. Move the ball well, find the shooter in the zone, in and out from Cobbs. A great offensive rebound. Radoncic doing the work on the offensive glass there for Montenegro. Earns his team another possession. And they draw yet another foul. Dublevic might have got away there with a little shuffle of the feet. It puts them in the penalty. Valuable offensive rebound from Radoncic, the 23-year-old. Can't convert the first, Dublevic. Can't convert the second either. They've struggled at the line so far. Just 3 of 7 now. High ball screen, nice pocket pass. And a good follow from Keller. Increases the lead for Hungary. 13-7 now. Montenegro looking down a small defeat with 3 minutes to go in the first. Hungary take a timeout. Great atmosphere here in the BMAX Arena in Montenegro. They'll be willing their team to gain the momentum before the end of this first quarter. This is the biggest lead of the game for Hungary so far. And they've led all the way. Mihailovic yet to get on the score sheet, but I'm sure he won't stay quiet for long. There's the double from Dublevic. Just on time, Mihailovic with the 3. This guy does not miss from this spot. 1 of 1 and counting. Vojvoda to the wing. It's Hopkins again in the pick and roll. Out to the lift. Good hands by Dublevic. Good feet even. Shot clock will reset to 14. Good strong take on the baseline. Pearl another 2. 4 for him. Radoncic there just coming up out of his stance a little off balance and just tries to throw it inside. Can't get the handoff to Cobbs. Again, Hopkins in the pick and roll. Kicks out to Pearl for 3 is long. Bounces nicely, but still can't finish. Be controlled by Mihailovic. And Radoncic, again, trying to make something happen. Dribbles it off his leg and out of bounds. Couple of mistakes here from the young 23-year-old. Kick to Hopkins. One more to the corner for three is short. Cobbs comes up with the rebound. They're off on the break. Slows it down. Will use the clock. Calls for the ball screen. Splits the screen, but is short. Gets his own rebound. Can't make it, but does draw the foul on Ferenc. Falls nicely to him there. Ferenc just gets him on the arm. Radoncic takes a breather. Has played well in these 3 games so far. The 23-year-old Radoncic. 7 points, 4.7 rebounds. Not had a great start to this one, but I'm sure that will improve. Cobbs has had a great start to this one. 6 points and 4 rebounds for Justin Cobbs. Makes that one to cut the lead to 3. He'll take a breather at the end of this first quarter. Valuable minutes, rest for him. Pressure in the ball is Drobniak. Just gets caught behind a little bit. Better position here. Pressure in the ball. The crowd want a push off. Pull up from Hopkins is long. Hustle by Allen, but doesn't come up with it. Be a Montenegro ball. Opportunity to tie the ball game here. Within the last minute of the first quarter. A turnover though, Drobniak goes over and back. His tippy toe. Steps on the line and comes back, says the referee. Unnecessary turnover for Montenegro. It gives Hungary the ball back. Nice kick to Hopkins, who hits for his first jump shot. Well, they've been looking at that pick and roll all game long, often finding the lift on the weak side. This time finding Hopkins, and he converts for a little mid-range. Still putting pressure on the ball. Hungary. Nice dish inside and finish from Radovic. Always a tough one to call. Vojvoda on Mihailovic. It's called in favor of Vojvoda. Mihailovic with the block. Hungary lead. They've got 0.6 to get a shot off here at the end of the first. Into the hands of Ferenc. But he cannot convert. That's the end of the first quarter. And it's the first quarter that has seen Hungary lead the entire way. In contrast to what we saw in the game on Thursday, where Montenegro had control of the game from the start. Exactly the same 2-point percentage. You can see here, Montenegro, 1 of 4 from 3. Neither team shooting well from behind the arc. That 1-3 was Mihailovic. He is 1 of 1. I'll be looking to him to get a few more shots off. If they're going to cut this lead down. Here's a look at some of the best plays from the first quarter. Great block by Radoncic. And that was the strong take to the right by Peter Popovic. The double from Dublevic, the double on Dublevic, I beg your pardon, came regularly and quickly. Obviously something Hungary are looking at from a tactical perspective. But on the offensive end, they've done a great job. 10 points in the paint for them. If you want any of these stats that I am looking at myself and reading out and giving to you at home, you can also scan the QR code on the screen right now. Live stats, news articles, anything you want to know about these FIBA World Cup qualifiers. This is the European qualifiers that you're watching right now. If you have only just joined us, this is the second window of the first round. And you are watching a Group E fixture between Montenegro and Hungary. The last time these two played each other was only on Thursday in Hungary. Montenegro coming out on top by 16. They are down here by 3. Hungary have led all the way in this one so far, but they turn it away. Miss on the fast break by Hungary. Ball back in the hands of Montenegro. Kick wide open in the corner. Drobniak misses. And the fast break is on for Hungary. Vojvoda with the follow. Allen can't quite gather himself. Vojvoda comes in. Good offensive rebound. 6 points for David Vojvoda. A huge, huge 3 from Radovic. Allen just a little step too far off of him. Takes his team within 2. 5 points for Radovic. That's his first 3 of the night. Second 3 only for Montenegro, but is it answered? No. Nothing but air. That guy is not going to miss. Vladimir Mihailovic. Now 2 of 2. You just cannot leave him that open. I don't know why you would go underneath a ball screen. Ferenc there making the mistake defensively. Mihailovic making him suffer. Mihailovic adds to his tally. He is now 16 from 22 from 3 in this competition. Oh, that 3 from Mihailovic, capping off a run for Montenegro that sees them 1 point in the lead. And the Hungarian coach, wanting to talk things over, knows how important every possession is. Needs a score from his team here. Hopkins. After Vojvoda in trouble, finds Hopkins again. 7 to shoot for Hungary. Attack down the middle, kick out to Ferenc for 3. Is long. And controlled by Radovic. Ball with Drobniak. Mihailovic. That's more like it. High hedge on the ball screen. But again, Ferenc gives space. Short this time for Mihailovic. The guy is human, everyone. He misses every now and then. This is the first lead of the game for Montenegro. If you are just tuning in, but that pretty jump hook from Hopkins takes Hungary back into the lead. Nice touch inside by the big guy. This ball screen causing a lot of problems for Ferenc and co. Obviously worried about Mihailovic coming off and getting an open shot. And he gets called for trying to fight over the screen. Montenegro with 14 to shoot. Cobbs. Looking inside to Dublevic. The double comes late. It's going to leave a wide open three for Mihailovic, and he hits it on the buzzer. Mihailovic, 3 of 4 right now from three-point land, 75%. The double just came too late. Shamoyi, though, wide open on the left for 2. Breakdown in defense from Montenegro. It's tied at 23 apiece. There's the ball screen. Better defended in the zone this time. Allen comes away with it. Verratti to the corner. It's tipped out of bounds. Mihailovic thinks he tipped it onto a Hungarian hand. The referee disagrees. Either way, we have seen Montenegro picking up the pace of the defense in the last 5 minutes from the start of this second quarter, and it's paid dividends for them. Ferenc on the drive inside, can't finish. Allen again on the putback. Roscoe Allen doing work on the glass. 4 rebounds, 4 points for Roscoe Allen so far. Gives his team back the lead by 2. Mihailovic attacking the basket this time. Too strong. Dublevic dishes to Radoncic. Can't finish, but will take a trip to the line. A better spell here for the youngster. Radoncic, only 23 years old, plays his basketball in Zaragoza in Spain. Converts the first. Can't tie it for his team though, they're still down by 1. Pressure on the perimeter. Too long by Vojvoda, and Cobbs comes away with it on the fast break. Kick to Dublevic for 3 and knocks it down. We have seen Dublevic stretch the floor. This is nothing new. He was 3 of 4 from 3 in the last game against Hungary. And Hungary do not want to see him get comfortable out on the 3-point line. Montenegro now 5 of 10 from 3. And a nice dish on the baseline. Radovic finishing. Pretty no-look pass from Radoncic. An assist for the youngster. Good movement and a strong finish on the baseline from Radovic. Hungary will take its second timeout. It's been a difficult quarter for Hungary. Montenegro leading this one so far 15-8. Oh, just time to talk things over for Hungary. I want to put a stop to this momentum Montenegro have found themselves in the second quarter. Hungary with the ball. This would be good for them if it goes down. It does. Vojvoda hits. Just what you want coming out of a timeout. Coach Ivkovic will be happy with that. Cuts the lead to 1. Keller unhappy here with the call. And he's hit. You see, here's the foul. They call him for reaching around. Again, he's got the hard task of guarding Dublovic inside, but then the reaction right there earns him a technical foul. He's still visibly angry as he goes to the bench. It's his second personal foul as well. Cubs can't convert, but it will go back to Montenegro on the baseline. 14 to shoot. Nice kick inside, but rejected, and they are off and running. Vojvoda with the slam, 2 hands. Vojvoda running the lane here. 2-handed finish. Takes his team back into the lead by 1. And a good double team off the ball screen. Cobbs turns it over. Another 3-on-2 opportunity here. And a good dish into Hopkins. Back-to-back 2-handed slams for Hungary. They take the lead by 3. Nice kick from Pearl there. Draws the defender. And dishes to Hopkins, who converts for his 6th point. Montenegro take the timeout now. It's their turn to stop the bleeding. Well, since the last time out, it's been all Hungary. A 7-0 run to tie the quarter at 15 apiece from Hungary and to take back the lead. Been 6 lead changes so far in this game. Biggest lead is 6 by Hungary. Just 3 minutes to go in the first half of this European World Cup qualifier. Great dish inside. Dublevic finds Radovic, who converts. Kick to Hopkins. Hopkins with the 3 is long. Controlled by Mihailovic. Radoncic. Gonna get called for the charge here. He leaves his feet, trying to find the pass into Dublevic. He just looks a little rushed today. Radoncic just took his time a little bit, let Dublevic get possession. Might have been able to feed it inside, but he turns it over and it's back in the hands of Hungary, still with a 1-point lead. Pause for the ball screen. Hopkins again, that nice little pocket pass. He's long again on that foul line jumper. They keep finding him. Well defended. Dublevic with the fake and the nice dish inside. Radoncic in the right place at the right time. Draws the foul and he'll go to the line for 2. Misses the first, Radoncic. 3 points. 2 rebounds, 1 assist for Radoncic so far. Hopkins taking a breather. Been battling down low with Dublevic. It's a tiring work. Vojvoda kicks to the right side. The pull-up is good for Pearl. Three-point lead, Hungary. Just under 2 minutes to play. And again, the double team comes from Hungary. Dublevic dealing with it well. Hungary are in the penalty. So Dublevic will take a trip to the line. He was fouled on the floor, I think the referee said, but it won't matter. Converts the first. Great atmosphere here in Montenegro. And converts the second. 6 points for Dublevic. Nice drive to the left-hand side for Pearl. He's really putting his team on his shoulders. Zoltan Pearl with 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Some interesting facts about Zoltan Pearl, the Hungarian forward. Currently off the bench in the World Cup qualifiers every game. He has a total of 151 points and 47 assists, which is the most of any European player coming off the bench. Couple of substitutions from both teams here before the end of this first half. 1 minute to go. Hungary by 1. Vojvoda to Allen. Pearl with the spin and the dish to Allen with a pretty reverse. Nice play from Pearl and Allen. Add another 2. It's a 3-point lead. Popovic finds Mihailovic. High hedge off the screen works nicely. Ball in the hands of Pearl. Popovic takes another foul. That's his second one. Both of them on the fast break. That time the ball screen defended well on Mihailovic. Pearl in the ball screen, just really good, taking his time, probing, finding the open player. He has 2 players on him. Mihailovic sort of stuck in no man's land, doesn't know where the pass is going to go. But the foul goes to Popovic, and that's his third. He'll sit down for the remainder of this half. 10 to shoot for Hungary. Vojvoda with 3. Finds the nice dish inside. Zsolt with the 2. Dublovic from way downtown cannot beat the buzzer. And his team head into the locker room with a 5-point deficit. Hungary lead 40-35 at half. Well, had you seen the reverse fixture between these two on Thursday night, this is not what you would have expected to see. It was Montenegro in the lead for the majority of that game, but that is not the case today. Struggling from the free throw line, Montenegro. And it's pretty even on the rebounds and on the assists, but Hungary with 7 steals and 11 turnovers already from Montenegro. They only had 7 in their last game against Hungary. 11 already and 10 points from turnovers for Hungary, who have been in charge of this game for 14 out of the 20 minutes so far. So look back at some of the best plays of the first half. That man right there, Zoltan Pearl, having himself a game. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Highest efficiency on his team so far. Particularly does a good job in the pick and roll. And Hungary have done a good job with the pick and roll all game long. And also doing a good job at putting a halt to the points in the paint from Montenegro. Just 10 points in the paint for the Montenegrin team so far. Somewhere they dominated last game, 40 points in the paint as opposed to Hungary's 24. Well, it's totally the opposite today. Allen there puts it in for Hungary, who have 28 points in the paint compared to Montenegro's 10, but they have shot the 3 ball particularly well. 45% from 3 for Montenegro. 5 of 11 from beyond the arc. Well, it's an important game, this one. If Montenegro win and if France also win, which is another game going on at the minute, but they are losing to Portugal by 1 as well. It is all to play for here. France down to Portugal by 1 in the other Group E game, and Montenegro losing to Hungary as well. Could have been Montenegro and France through to the second round. Will it be the case, though? We will see. Well, welcome back to Montenegro. We're going to take a look back at this exciting first half of play between Hungary and Montenegro. Hungary with the lead here in this one by 5, led by this man, David Vojvoda. 11 points. He's really been doing everything for his team. And it's that man right there, Mihailovic for Montenegro, doing it again. 3 of 4 already from 3-point land. Takes his total in the competition to 17 of 23, the highest percentage of any player in the competition. Deadly from 3. 9 points for him to go with, 2 rebounds as well. Been an interesting first half here in Montenegro. Midway through the second quarter, Montenegro on a 15-8 run took the lead, but then Hungary came back to win the quarter 23-21, going into the locker room 40-35 up. And if you've just joined us and are unaware of what this means and how important it is for the standings right now, let me just explain. You are watching the European FIBA World Cup qualifiers. There are 32 teams in this competition. 12 of them will reach the World Cup in 2023. This is round 1. And there are 3 windows in this round. This is the second window. Group E play you are watching right now. At the moment, France are at the top of the group, having played 3 games and losing none. Montenegro sits second in this group, winning 2 games so far, one of which was against Hungary on Thursday night, and losing 1 to France. If France beat Portugal, which is a game that is being played right now, then France go through to the second round already. It is a game you would expect France to win because they have already beaten Portugal comfortably. If France win that game and Montenegro win their game here against Hungary, that will also enable Montenegro to go through to the second round. So it could be that those 2 teams at the end of this second window could have already made it through to the second round here in these qualifiers. However, things are not going to plan for either team. Montenegro need to win here, but they also need France to beat Portugal for them to go through to the second round. And right now, at half-time, France are losing to Portugal by 1 point, 35-34. And Montenegro are staring down the face of a defeat at the moment as well, down by 5 at half-time, despite the play of this man right here, Mihailovic. It is all to play for right now for both teams. Hungary are third in this group. They are currently 1 and 2. However, if they win this game, both them and Montenegro will be tied at 2 wins and 2 losses. So we expect to see all of these fans on their feet in the BMAX Arena here in Montenegro to cheer their team on to the win and a hopeful place in the second round of these World Cup European qualifiers. It's been an almost opposite game to the game we saw on Thursday night between these two. Couple of the stats that really stood out from the previous game were the points in the paint were dominated by Montenegro, 40-24. The reverse is happening here in this game. Hungary with 28 points in the paint and Montenegro with just 10. Hungary doing a really good job of doubling Dublevic. It's causing problems for the Montenegrins. I'm sure they talked about that in the locker room. And the other stat that really stood out in the game on Thursday night between these two was 17 turnovers for Hungary that led to 26 points for Montenegro. Well, today it's just one turnover for Hungary. They've really took care of the ball, and it's 11 turnovers for Montenegro. So again, totally the opposite to what we saw on Thursday. And it is Hungary with 10 points from turnovers, Montenegro with none. Hungary only having turned it over one time, as we said just a moment ago. So everything Hungary did wrong on Thursday night, they are putting right. And everything Montenegro did right on Thursday seems to be going wrong. Can they turn it round and beat Hungary on their home court? Let's see what happens here in these first few minutes. Really important first few minutes of the first half for both teams. The ball is with Hungary, and they will look to extend their lead in this first possession. Vojvoda to inbound. Well, welcome back to the BMAX Arena. If you're just joining us, this is a Group E game between Hungary and Montenegro. Hungary have had the measure of Montenegro for the majority of the game, have a 5-point lead right now. Allen drawing the foul on Dublevic. Will go to the line. Allen off the back of the rim, can't convert the first. Dublevic been held really quiet here. 5 points, 4 rebounds for him. 4 assists though. That was his first personal. Allen converts and Hungary now lead by 6. Mihailovic with a wide open lane to the basket and a strong finish to the left-hand side. Continues where he left off in the first half. 11 points personal for him. And good defense from Mihailovic as well. Forces the offensive foul. The ball is back with Montenegro. Foul on Hopkins. Cobbs takes the ball screen. Dublevic out to Radovic. Hits the 3. Wide open. Nice fake, and 2 Hungarian players go to the corner. Crowd is quietened by Vojvoda though. Another 2 for him. Still a 3-point lead to Hungary. A quick start to this third quarter. Nice cross by Mihailovic. Can't finish though. Radovic with the offensive rebound is tied up on the floor, and it will stay Montenegrin ball. Great hustle will earn his team another offensive possession. having a little bit of a joke. The Hungarian coach, Ivkovic. Nice no-look pass on the baseline to Radoncic. Takes his team within one. That's a long three, is good. Vojvoda continuing his rampage here. 16 points personal. Hasn't missed from three. Cobbs takes the contact, but can't finish. Splits the defense well, Cobbs. Will go to the line for two. Converts the first, takes himself into double digits. Justin Cobbs with 10 points, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Explosive scorer from the point guard position for Montenegro, Justin Cobbs. Over the 3 games so far, he's averaged 17.3 points. Struggled from the 3-point line in the last game against Hungary, though. It was 1 of 5. Finding a way to get it done today. It's been a quick start to this third quarter. It's 9-6 in favour of Montenegro right now. Still the 2-point lead to Hungary. Pick and roll. Finds Vojvoda at the top and he hits another 3. David Vojvoda, 19 points personal, is ready to shoot, lock, load and fire. 3 of 3 from 3-point land. Crowd not liking this one. Keller taking a seat. Their team has the ball back. Nice move, but a little too strong from Radovic. Hopkins draws the foul underneath. And it's Hungary ball, 5-point lead. Pick and roll with Hopkins again. Baradi kicks to Hopkins for 3. Is short. Hopkins struggling with his jump shot today. Cobbs. Reversal to Mihailovic. Vojvoda over the screen. Deals with the ball screen well. Picks Mihailovic's pocket. And an and one play for Baradi. Sneaks behind Mihailovic, who turns his back for a second. Picks his pocket there, Baradi. The smart little fake gets Mihailovic in the air, and the and one. Heads up play from Baradi. He adds to the lead of Hungary, converting the and one. It's an 8-point game. This is the largest lead of the game so far, and a steal. Cobbs turns it over. That'll be another foul on Dublevic. nothing going his way tonight. And every time Montenegro seem to be going on a little run, Hungary come right back at them. And Coach Radovic tries to control things from the bench. Well, Montenegro needed that timeout there to stop the run from Hungary. It was a 6-0 run. Montenegro led 9-6 in this quarter. And a 6-0 run in the last couple of minutes there sees Hungary with a 12-9 lead in the third so far. Just 4 minutes gone. A lot of action already had. Verratti on the line makes the first 7-0 run here. Take the lead out to 9. Make that 10. First double-digit lead of the contest. Thanks to Verratti. Cobbs, Radovic inside to Dublevic. It's the first time he's had a clear look at anything from the block. Misses. Radovic 2 and Hungary come away with it. Verratti calling for the ball screen. Defended well. Cobbs comes away with it on the break, converts with the little Euro step. Past Vojvoda. And the crowd trying to get their team into this one, trying to get them on a run as well. Radovic with the high hedge. Doesn't switch though. There's a foul off the ball here. A little hectic on the offensive end there. Hopkins with the shot, and you'll see Cobbs just pushes Verratti in the back underneath. Well spotted by the official. And of course, in the bonus. So Hungary back to the free throw line. And it's Verratti again. Misses that one. Takes his team to a 9-point lead. Looking inside again to Dublevic. It's the second time in 2 offenses they've gone inside. And the second time we've not seen a double team come from Hungary. They're just leaving Hopkins to deal with Dublevic in the post. Last time he got a wide open hook. This time he got a foul. And Hopkins to the bench for Hungary. Popovic to the baseline. Easy lay-in for Peter Popovic. 7 points, the difference now. Again, a little bit confused on this ball screen, Montenegro, but Hungary not managing to find a way out of it. Just 3 to shoot. Verratti can't convert. Popovic comes away with it. Smartly holds up the play and draws Allen into a foul. Smart play from the shooting guard. And that will put Hungary into the bonus as well. 4 minutes still left to play in this third quarter. A lot of action happened, just 2 points in it. Hungary leading this quarter 15-13. Popovic converts the first. And the second. 6 points personal. And it's back to a 5-point lead. This is what it was at the end of the first half. Things open up for Pearl in the middle, and he can't finish. And then Hopkins travels underneath. There's Mihailovic there, and Dublevic. Also, Radoncic converge on Hopkins as he gets the offensive rebound, force him into a travel. Anyone would think Popovic was the referee there. But that is how much it means to this team. A Montenegrin win could see them through to the second round here, as long as France beat Portugal, which they are not, with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. It is Portugal 40, France 39. We'll keep an eye on that one for you. Dublevic to Popovic is rejected. Takes it down the lane and is stripped by Hopkins. A good defensive stance from Hungary. Let's see this again. And then Radoncic fouls Hungary, and that will send Hopkins to the line. Silly foul. There's a look at that huge, huge block from Goleman. Hopkins converts the first, despite the boos of the crowd. And the second. 8 points for Hopkins. And a 7-point lead, more importantly, for his team. Cobbs controls. Just over 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Dublevic. Back to Hobbs. Pulls up for a three. Nice putback from Dublevic. Hopkins couldn't find him on the box out. And Dublevic doing his work on the offensive glass. An easy putback for him there. Takes his team back within 5. And a steal from Popovic. Varadi with the foul. As Montenegro look to go on another fast break. Dublevic asked for the unsportsmanlike. But there were defenders back. So Hungary just take a little timeout, sensing there's a run coming from Montenegro. Quarter tied at 17 apiece. Great, Živkovic. We've seen him all game long. Intensity about his coaching, but has a great aura and sense of humor about him too. His players clearly respond well to him. He's talking about the offensive end for Hungary, knowing that after Radoncic has these 2 foul shots that he converts confidently, it's important for his team to get points on the board here. I think they're looking for the ball screen. Yeah, with Hopkins. And Pearl can't find anything. Vojvoda does, but is too strong off the glass. And Radoncic with the rebound finds Mihailovic, and it's controlled again by Montenegro. Mihailovic inside to Radoncic. A beautiful finish up and under for Radoncic through 2 defenders. Take a look at that again. Gets it caught underneath him almost, but gets it up onto the glass. And they are just 1 point behind now. Silly foul from Cobbs. We'll send Verratti to the line for 3. Oh, he gets caught on the screen, tries to fight over. There's a lot of space. He could have really gone under it. Way outside the 3-point line, Verratti. And he ends up chasing him and bowling into him. And Verratti converts the first. Crowd doing their best to make him miss, but he doesn't. It's 2 of 2. He's got 1 to go. Misses the third though, Verratti. Just a 3-point lead for his team. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Radoncic gone in again to Dublevic. After the doubles in the double teams in the first half, Dublevic looking a bit out of sorts. Hungary have taken the double away, but he's still struggling against Hopkins to score in the post. Verratti, strong screen by Hopkins, but it will be an offensive foul on Popovic as he works hard to get through the screen there. Hard work is rewarded. Montenegro with the ball back, and Hopkins with his 4th foul. Verratti takes a well-earned rest. 11 points personal for him. Four assists as well, 3 steals and 3 rebounds for Benedek Verratti. Mihailovic sees that high hedge often. Great defense on the baseline from Pearl to cut off the baseline drive. Gets there quickly, sets his feet. And referee says charge on Radoncic. And he'll take a seat with his 3rd foul. Guarded closely by Drobniak. Vojvoda kicks. Nice pocket pass inside. Just 6 to shoot here for Hungary. The pull-up is long, and it is off. I think that was Vojvoda underneath, and it'll be a Montenegro ball. Let's take another look at it here. Oh, off of Allen, sorry. Radovic with the hard work on the boards. Nice cross by Mihailovic. Finds the bucket on the right-hand hook shot. Adds to his total. And another stop from Montenegro. They could take the lead with 30 seconds to go in this possession. Cobbs trying to get his feet in the paint. Does so, rises up, can't convert, but I think that will be a foul underneath on Szabo. Let's just see here. Yeah. Hands on Nikolic. We see the smiles again of Coach Ivkovic, but Montenegro will go to the foul line with 17 seconds to go in this third quarter. Can't convert the first. Nikolic with a chance to tie. Does so for the home team, and it is a tied game. Hungary will take this last possession of the third quarter. Ball with Pearl. Into the hands of Allen, who takes the three. The big misses. 1 second to go. A hoist down the other end. And the quarter will end 59-59. So Montenegro doing a good job of cancelling out that 5-point deficit at halftime and see themselves tied here. Going into the fourth quarter. Let's take a look back at the best plays of the third. We also are closely keeping an eye on the other game that's going on at the same time here in Group E, France and Portugal. Currently, France have taken a 1-point lead. Portugal have been leading that one. It's been close all the way, but France have a 1-point lead with a minute to go in the third. It's 44-43. The situation stands here in the first round, second window, that if Montenegro beat Hungary and France also beat Portugal, Montenegro are qualified through to the second round by the end of this second window here today. And likewise, if France beat Portugal, they are also through. If you want to keep an eye on all these scores, download the World Cup Qualifiers app. Just look at the QR code. You just have to scan the QR code there that's on your screen. You can keep an eye on both games as I am. France pushing the lead out to 3 now. But all to play for both teams here in this game. If Hungary win, they go into joint third with Montenegro in their group. Wide open on the baseline is Allen. Perfectly drawn up out of the timeout. 2-point lead to Hungary. Mihailovic. Cobbs is fouled by Shamoyi. Just doesn't step across quite quick enough. Can't stop the initial dribble, and Cobbs will inbound. Mihailovic with 10 to shoot. High hedge on the screen. We've been seeing this on the ball screen every single time. On Mihailovic. He is deadly from 3. You see here. Sabo picks up that foul, trying to hedge to stop Mihailovic from shooting the 3. Cobbs inside. To the nice slam by Nikolic. Good find by Cobbs to the rolling Nikolic. Finishes with authority at the rim. Tied again, 61 apiece. Vojvoda inside. Finds Sabo for an easy lay-in. And it's back in the lead for Hungary. Well, if you are just joining us for the first time, where on earth have you been? This game has had everything. You are watching the World Cup qualifiers, European qualifiers, that is. This is Group E play. Montenegro against Hungary, who played on Thursday night in Hungary. Montenegro coming out on top by 16 in that one. Right now, Hungary with the 2-point lead in this one. And that 3 from Shimoyi makes it a 5-point lead. Good find on the baseline. Cobbs to Popovic. Over to Mihailovic, who is wide open for 3. Only needs a second. 4 of 5 from the 3-point line tonight, Mihailovic. Sabo out to the corner. It's another 3. It is raining 3s here in Montenegro. This time, big guy Allen takes his team back to a 5-point lead. Radovic. Cobbs back to Radovic. Finds Mihailovic again from the right-hand side. Is nothing but air. And it falls to Hungary, who were fouled on the fast break. I think it'll be on Popovic. If it is, that'll be his 4th. Pearl kicks to Varadi, back to Pearl. Takes Dublovic off the bounce. Controls himself in midair, and a nice finish by Zoltan Pearl against the taller Dublovic. He called for it. He wanted the one-on-one. Gets him going downhill. Stops, controls his body, and a nice little floater to the finish for Pearl. 10 points for him to go with 4 rebounds and 2 steals. And led to a Montenegrin timeout. 7 points the difference. Montenegro doing a better job taking care of the ball here in the second half. Just the 4 turnovers so far compared to the 11 they had in the first. And there's 5 turnovers from Hungary. They just had 1 in the first. We've seen it go a little bit back and forth here in this second half, but it is still Hungary who retain control of this one. Into Dublevic. There comes the double team for the first time this half. It works for them, and Varady is blocked though by Mihailovic, but Allen follows it in. Oh, sorry, Pearl follows it in for his 12th point. What a chase down block by Mihailovic. But too many Hungarian players running on a fast break. They still convert. Here it is again. Varady blocked on the backboard. But Pearl and Allen there. Pearl with the putback. 9 points the lead. Pull up from 3 for Cubs. Too much on it. Radoncic. Again, too long. Montenegro taking quick shots here. And that one not contested. The Cubs 3 was. Ten to shoot. Strong drive on the baseline, but well defended. Some Sabo. Radovic can't finish. And Varady is tied up by Mihailovic. It's great defense by Zabo on the baseline. Stays up straight, manages to get his hand on the ball. Mihailovic wants a foul there. Not going to get that one in there, little guy. Great footwork on the baseline, but still Dublevic can't finish. A chance to go into double digits. The largest lead of the game so far for Hungary has been 10. Finds Allen to Varady for 3. Is short. Montenegro control with Cubs. Five minutes to go here in this game. Hungary lead by 9. The other game in this group, France and Portugal, that was led by so long for Portugal. France have taken a controlled lead now, leading by 11. So if it was to be the case that France beat Portugal, they would qualify through to the second round. And if Montenegro were to manage to get back in front here, they too would qualify, because it's looking like more and more a France win. But you never know. It's not going to plan for Montenegro here. Hungary doing a great job on the road so far. Vojvoda on the line. Looks to extend the lead. Misses the first. Makes the second, takes him to 20 points personal. Gives his team an 8-point lead. Just under 5 minutes to play here. Mihailovic, Cubs to the corner. Nice shot fake to the right-hand drive from Radovic. The crowd is calling for a defensive stop here for Montenegro. Ball in the hand of Hopkins. Verratti with the pull-up on the foul line is good for Hungary. David Verratti, 20 points personal. Sorry, Verratti, 13 points personal. A big bucket there when it mattered for Hungary. Allen can't find Hopkins inside. Mihailovic with the strong defense. The referee says it comes off of him. 2 to shoot for Hungary. Popovic giving instructions to his team. But no need. Coach calls a timeout. Coach Ivkovic knowing how important each possession is in this game. Hungary taking advantage of the dead ball. Just 2 seconds on the shot clock. They need to get a good shot here. Every possession counts in a game like this one. Just a quick look over at France-Portugal. It's a 10-point game now. And Pearl on the baseline for 2. Beats the buzzer. Let's take a look at it again. Verratti finds him. Beats the buzzer for 2. Takes his team up by 10. Popovic down the other end gets the chance to shoot, I think, from contact after the shot from Pearl, and he converts both, takes it back to an 8-point lead. Verratti. Guarded tightly by Cobbs. Too tightly, says the referee. This time, though, Cobbs will take his 3rd foul. 2 hands on Zoltan Pearl. 10 to shoot for Hungary. Nice, strong drive. Allen goes to the deck. Dublevic tries to come across. Is a little too late. And Radovic slips on the floor as well. Creating the contact on Allen. He'll go to the line for 2. 3 minutes to play here. Hungary have been in control for 30 minutes of this game. Don't look like they're going to relinquish the lead easily. Slowly keep pushing their lead out. The largest lead of the game so far is 10. Not able to be equaled this time round. Hungary by 9. Montenegro with the ball. Cobbs. Kicks to the corner. Back to Cobbs. Pulls up for 3. It's a long one and it's in. It's a big 3 from Justin Cobbs. One step little pull up. And the crowd are absolutely loving it. But it is answered again by Pearl, who quietens the crowd straight away. It was down to 6 just for a glimmer of a second. And Hungary back up by 8. Dublevic, nowhere to go. Finds Popovic. 3 to shoot. Popovic pulls up for 3. This time is long. And is it off the hands of Allen? On the defensive rebound. Let's take a look. Dublevic working hard. I think it will be. Cobbs wide open on the baseline. Can't hit. Dublevic finds Cobbs again off the offensive rebound. The nice floater from Cobbs. The last 5 points from Justin Cobbs. 18 points personal now. Off of the offensive rebounding work from Dublevic. 6 points. Under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. Allen. Montenegro need a stop here. Vojvoda kicks to Pearl. He's answered all night, but he can't answer on that time. Popovic with the ball for Hungary, for Montenegro. Drives the lane, kicks out. Wide open on the 3-point line is Radovic. Can't convert. All sorts of bodies inside. Radoncic somehow manages to draw a foul here. I think from the hands of Varadi, he brings his hands down. Chance to cut the lead here to 4. Misses the first. Radoncic struggled at the line tonight. Just 3 of 6. Now 3 of 7. These are important ones right here. He makes the second. 4 of 8. His team are down by 5. Minute 26 to play. France and Portugal, 3 minutes to play in that game. France are only up by 8. If it stays this way, France go through as the only qualifiers to the second round in Group E at the end of this second window. If the score were to stay the same here and Hungary were to take this win. If Montenegro manage to take the win and France win, both of those two teams will go through to the second round. Vojvoda extends the lead. Hits both Vojvoda. The lead now 7 for Hungary. Well, the crowd not happy. Their star, Mihailovic, fouls out with just a minute to go in this one. 18 points for him. 3 rebounds, 1 assist and 1 steal. They won't be able to rely on him shooting from range to win this one for them. Coach Radovic still unhappy with the call. It was an important one. Arguably his best scorer, especially from the perimeter. Will sit the rest of this one out. Causing problems in the pick and roll all night long. Just over a minute to play. The ball's advanced. Cobbs to inbound. Takes the ball screen. Gets the and one to the left-hand side. Justin Cobbs taking over in the last couple of minutes here in the fourth. Gets the continuation here. Finishes strong. 7 points towards the end of this fourth quarter for Cobbs. He wants to see his team go through. And he converts as well. It's a 4-point lead. 21 points for Cobbs. The crowd begging for a stop. We're just under a minute here to go. 9 seconds on the shot clock for Hungary. Pearl, he's answered all night. He can't answer here. It's off and a rebound for Montenegro in the hands of Cobbs. Nice pass, but can't finish from Radovic. Oh, it was an easy one at the end of the day. Wide open with a little bit of help coming across. He should have finished that one. Would have cut the lead to 2, but instead he's fouled. Vojvoda. He'll go to the line for another 2. And he's not going to miss from there. 4 of 5 tonight. Make that 5 of 6. 24 points, David Vojvoda. More importantly, 6-point lead for his team. Cobbs for 3. Can't connect, is rebounded, and a great put in by Radoncic. Full court pressure and a foul there by Cobbs. Both teams are in the bonus. We'll stop the clock. Send Hungary to the line. Pearl hasn't taken a foul shot yet tonight. 2 really big ones for him here. Misses the first. Just a 4-point lead. Make it a clear 2-possession game right here if he scores this one. Which he does, calm and collected, Just 13 seconds to play. Dublevic kicks out to Radovic. Step back 3. I think the foul is called on Allen with 5 seconds to go. It's a 5-point game. Radovic with the step back 3, and Allen trying to contest, lands on his foot. So Radovic to the line for 3. Also with the clock stopped. And Vojvoda takes a seat for Goleman. You'd think really here in the hope that Radovic misses and Hungary secure the rebound with a bigger guy on the floor. But Montenegro are hoping there are no misses from Radovic here. Converts the first. 4-point game. Composes. Finishes the second. 3-point game. Five seconds to play. This one could make it a 2-point game. Give them chance to set up their defense and foul. You'll see tactical subs coming in here for Hungary for the offensive end. Montenegro for the defensive end. I think there's a little confusion with who was sent to the substitution table here. Vojvoda tried to enter the game, is now allowed to. There'll be a conversation about who asked for the substitution. Of course, every single decision these coaches make are crucial with a game this tight. 5 seconds to play. Timeout is called. Hungary given the timeout. I'm assuming we'll advance the ball. Well, in the other game in Group E, France have a 13-point lead now. Just hit a 3 at the end of the game. They win that game against Portugal by 13. So France are the first team in Group E to qualify for the second round. If the score stands here and Hungary win by 2, Montenegro and Hungary stay fighting for a place along with Portugal in that second round. If Montenegro can turn it round and win, they will go through with France as qualifiers to the second round at the end of this second window here. Montenegro foul to stop the clock. Send Pearl to the line for 2. His previous trip to the line, he was 1 for 2. And it is loud here in the BMAX arena. Calmly converts the first. A 3-point game. If he makes this one, have to be a moment of brilliance from Montenegro and a moment of silliness from Hungary for an and 1-3. 3 seconds, no timeout. It is hoisted and missed by Montenegro, and that will do it. The score 88-84. It's a win for Hungary. Having led for 34 minutes of this game, Hungary turned the previous score on its head from Thursday night and come out with the win here in Montenegro. A tight game all the way. Only 6 lead changes, but it was close. The largest lead of the game held by Hungary was 10 points. So tight in all categories here. Just slightly better 2-point percentage for Hungary. A massive 45-25 rebounding advantage for Montenegro, though. The big name missing from Montenegro there is Dublevic. Hungary doing a really good job inside today, winning the points in the paint 40-34. And kept Dublevic pretty quiet. Just 7 points from Dublevic to go with 7 rebounds and 6 assists. Really a key to the game. They struggled so much inside on Thursday night. The other key turnaround for them was keeping their turnovers down. Just 7 turnovers for Hungary in this game today, as opposed to 17 last time. And it was 17 turnovers from Montenegro instead that saw 9 second chance points for Hungary. Complete turnaround from the game on Thursday night. Great win here in Group E for Hungary. That takes them to 2 wins and 2 losses. Identical record to Montenegro on 2 wins and 2 losses. France clear at the top of the group, 4-0. And Portugal at the bottom of the group, having lost after a valiant effort against France tonight, find themselves 0-4 at the bottom of Group E. It is the top 3 teams in this group that will advance to the second round. As it stands right now, well, France is already through, and we would assume that Hungary and Montenegro would also be through. But every game matters going into the next window. As wins and losses, everything is carried through to the new group that these teams would find themselves in round 2. Just 4 groups of 6, with the top 3 teams from each group qualifying to the World Cup in 2023. After tonight's play, France see themselves through to the second round. It was a win here for Hungary, so that stopped Montenegro from taking a second spot in the second round here in the World Cup qualifiers. There you go, France out on top. Will go through to the second round. Montenegro and Hungary left to battle it out. Tied on wins and losses and points there. Montenegro obviously have the upper hand in points difference against Hungary, and Portugal at the bottom. What a great game it was from the BMAX Arena here in Montenegro. Hungary come out with the win in this one. If you've enjoyed the play today, make sure you tune in tomorrow. There is more opportunities to watch these World Cup qualifiers. But for now, it is a Hungarian win, and it is a goodbye from Montenegro.